Hi, hello, how are you? This is Carnival Times. I'm your host, Gladys Quesada, and this is a space we share for Telesur English, bringing you all the details, the smells, the colors, the music of the Carnival in Latin American countries and the Caribbean. In this occasion, I'm standing in the Jackson Square, just in the heart of Port of Spain in Trinidad and Tobago, where the Carnival is rolling out. But now, let's go to other location in Latin American countries. Let's go to Venezuela. There in El Callao region is my colleague Leonel Retamal. He is there to bring us all the details regarding the origins of this festivity. Let's see.
We are en route to the southeast region of Venezuela, crossing hot areas in Miranda, the oil wells in Anzoátegui, and going beyond the mighty Caroni River. To the south, in the state of Bolívar, bordering Brazil, in the valley of El Callao, on the banks of the Uruguay River, is a land of gold, calypso, and soccer. In 1876, the first soccer match ever held in Venezuela took place here. As we arrive, we are greeted by the giant statues of the Black Madams Isidora and Lulu Basanta, historical defenders of this land and its carnival. To learn more, we meet with Cultora Emilia Murati and with town's historian Fraima Orsini, heirs of a family tradition rooted in the town's origins.
We got migrants from the Antilles who arrived by the Merara, by the Cuyuni River, by the part of the Essequibo, because those were colonies, one French and one English. Once these colonies disintegrated, the gold rush began in El Callao, originally in Nueva Providencia, today's Caratol.
Reverend Madame from the Anglican Church of El Callao, descendant of the town's founders, describes a similar path.
Vinieron hacia Trinidad, y de Trinidad a Venezuela era un paso.
They came to Trinidad due to the proximity of Trinidad and Venezuela. Many settled in Sucre, but many continued down to El Callao and settled in Guyana, in Georgetown, to get to the Cuyuni River and then to the Uruguay River, which connects with El Callao.
It is said that the town's name derived from the fact that the miner who discovered a vein of gold told no one about it. But there is another version about a Peruvian migrant who named it in honor of the port of Lima. In any case, truth is that the town's history and present are marked by gold mining and migrations.
We come from a culture, a mixture of races that make this town a special town.
El Callao, mi pueblo, un pueblo especial, tiene ricas minas y su carnaval.
All these people, instead of going back to where they came from, brought people from the Antilles, from Martinique, Saint Lucia, Saint Martin, Grenada, etc. So, instead of returning home, they brought along their employees because by then there was no slavery. They were employees who came of their own free will. Instead of returning to France or to England, they joined the rush gold here. They brought investment and machinery and settled in Nueva Providencia, and that led to the foundation of the town of El Callao.
Although there are records on music and popular festivities dating back 150 years relating protest drums, it is in the early 1950s that the carnival took shape in its current format of comparsas and groups with traditional characters and music.
We do not have an exact date for the start of the carnival. Our ancestors, the people from the Antilles, brought their traditional music. They gathered to sing, not just calypso. In 1880, the first drum beats were heard in Nueva Providencia. It was a traditional African drum.
El Callao, which vibrates to the rhythm of the contagious calypso rhythm, struggles to maintain its cultures and tradition, a very peculiar syncretism even within Venezuela.
Leonel Retamal y Marcos da Silva, Telesur, El Callao, Estado Bolívar, Venezuela.
This is the National Trust of Trinidad and Tobago. This is one institution that focuses on preserving the nature and the culture of this city, Port of Spain, and also the nation. Also, the building preserves the natural and original facade from the colonial times, and also is focusing on preserving the archives of the carnival. Also, we now go to other region that preserves traditions. It's the case of Recife in Brazil, and there the Galo da Madrugada tradition, the Rooster of Dawn, is one of the main activities of the carnival there. Brian Muir has more details in the following report.
For millions of revelers, Carnival Saturday in Recife is synonymous with the Galo da Madrugada, or Rooster of Dawn, which according to many sources is the world's largest carnival block. It was featured on the cover of the 1994 Guinness Book of World Records after it drew a crowd of 1.5 million, and in 2017 it surpassed its own record when 2.3 million revelers came out to celebrate its 40th anniversary.
Our hopes for Carnival are always the same, lot of emotion and lot of positive vibrations, and today marks my 46th anniversary leading the Rooster, and I'm going to keep moving forward with this Carnival life as long as God allows it.
Brazil's carnival has historically been made by and for the poor and working class, but there's been a constant battle against elites trying to take it over. Whereas in some cities, middle-class revelers pay as much as $1,000 for special t-shirts that allow them privileged access to roped-off areas behind the sound trucks, this practice was made illegal in Recife, making it one of Brazil's most democratic carnivals.
The Rooster of Dawn is the largest carnival block in the world, and what's special about it are the people, its cultural diversity and energy, and its contagious, and this is what has transformed it into the world's largest carnival block.
Carnival will continue until February 13th, known around the world as Fat Tuesday. Brian Muir, Telesur, Recife.
This is the Queen's College, an institution that goes way back and beyond into the colonial times and was meant for the offspring of the diplomatics and the representatives of the crown here in the island. Nowadays, it hosts all the attendees from all social origins and all ethnicities here in Trinidad and Tobago. From here, we are also announcing and presenting another tradition in the Carnival of Oruro in Bolivia. There, the people do a pilgrimage of over 3 kilometers to go and pay the honors to a virgin. Let's see the story by the hand of Freddy Morales.
It is said that the Oruro Carnival began like this, as a procession that evolved into a pilgrimage, and this pilgrimage into dance and music.
The devotion we have towards Mamita del Socavón, the Saturdays of pilgrimage are for her. We dance in devotion for her, for every favor she fulfills for us, because we are believers. I come every year. The little Virgin always fulfills me. Greetings for my family. By faith to Mamita del Socavón, who gives us life and health, and we will continue dancing until Mamita gives us life and health, but above all because we have faith.
This carnival performs 20 dance specialties, as the local authorities of the event say, which are performed by more than 50,000 dancers, men and women who dance for 3.5 kilometers to reach the shrine of the Virgen del Socavón.
Spectacular! We once a year travel from Chile, because we are from Chile. It is incomparable. We brought our daughter for the first time, and she was fascinated. It is something that does not compare to any carnival. It is majestic, as they say, in honor of the Virgin del Socavón. It's something expected every year in Bolivia, nationally and internationally, because we expect 100% Bolivians in the Carnival of Oruro, where all the dances are 100% Bolivian. We come from La Paz. It is a very nice tradition. All the dances are very elegant, very nice. We are having fun. Long life the Carnival.
The most ancient and classic dances have a religious and social feeling, like the Diablada, whose origin is lost in the time before the Spanish colonialism. But when this took place, it meant once again that the struggle between good and evil. In the end, the Archangel Gabriel, guided by the Virgin, defeats the demons, and together they enter the Catholic Church.
To thank her for all that she gives us. This pilgrimage is a promise to offer, through dancing, our gratitude, our faith, strengthened in the affection towards the Virgin, happy to come at her feet. After 20 years, we are still on pilgrimage for the Little Virgins of Socavón, always for Mamita. In this date, the pilgrimage.
Or the Morenada, which relieved the transfers of slaves from Africa on foot to the mines of Potosi, on the high plateau, at 4,000 meters above the sea level, with almost no oxygen. Their tongues hang out of their mouths, and their eyes bulge out of their sockets. The rattle reproduces the sound of the chains. The pilgrimage concludes on their knees before the image of the Virgin.
Tiring, very tiring. It is 4 kilometers, very strong march to get here with masks, to arrive at the Little Virgin, but we fulfilled a new year. It is my first year dancing, but it is a very nice experience. I feel very blessed by the Virgin del Socavón, very happy to be 3 years old. Are you going to continue? If the Little Virgin allows me to do so, of course I will.
Each dance has a meaning, and here are represented the indigenous dances of the Amazon and the main costumes of various people of Bolivia, by 50,000 dancers, nearly 20,000 musicians distributed in 70 bands. This cultural expression has been recognized by UNESCO as oral and intangible heritage of humanity.
Desde la ciudad de Oruro, Freddy Morales, Telesur, Bolivia.
As part of the Carnival festivities, Trinidad and Tobago held the Carnival for children. There, the little ones had their best day. They were the protagonists of that day, and now we will present you what happened in the Queen Savannah's Park for the little ones.
It could be said that Trinidad and Tobago experiences the Carnival twice. One is the great Bacchanal that fills the city and is already famous in the world. The other one is the Children's Festival, a junior carnival, so to speak. For the children, these days are a vacation but not a rest. They change their uniforms for the satin costumes, the sequins, feathers, and headdresses. The public admires them and flocks to the Central Station Savannah's Park to watch them parade. Many of the spectators also have other reasons for coming to cheer them on.
To give the children that support so that they're able to come out, because we had our time already.
So especially for the young folks, I think it's very important to, like you said, for the culture to learn about history. And we're losing it around the world, in America, but it's great that something like this still exists.
It is their heritage. It's part of their culture. There is no reason why they shouldn't participate and have fun with it, you know. So this is who we are. This is what we are about, you know. So it is a natural thing.
For them, it is a moment of protagonism in which they imitate part of what their elders do. Before arriving on this gigantic stage, they rehearse, prepare the costumes, and learn choreographies. The categories are a challenge to the imagination: innovation, fantasy, and traditional. Under that premise, they must develop the theme of their choice, ranging from local nature to futuristic themes, iconic landscape postcards, or a tribute to neighboring nations. All this is first conceived by the teachers, who, through fun, educate them.
Learn how to jump up, socialize, and have fun with their department and their girls, their friends. So they had fun learning about the Boca Reef and the different aspects of Tobago.
According to the rules, children from 5 to 12 years old parade here, but the reality is that everyone wants to be here. For this reason, first come the youngest ones who even need assistance from their parents because they are still in preschool and even babies. They come the most advanced in age. 68 bands make it to the final in front of a specialized panel of judges. Some parade as a group, others are the start of the theme. Some of them help out, but all want to win. Despite the competitions, the most important thing is always the enjoyment and the camaraderie.
I love it. I love it. It's so much fun. You know, it's the time to just free up.
Yes, it's very fun, and I think I will do it in the future. Like I walk on stilts. Sometimes I'm a Moko Jambi. It's really fun.
I was helping. I am 10 years old, and I helped with my band. It's called the Balatas. I really enjoyed it. It was really nice.
Without interfering in what their children are doing, the parents also take action. They are well aware that this is an activity that not only brings entertainment to their children, but also values that bring them closer to their folklore, their national identity and culture.
Oh, it's always a lovely time at Sacred Heart. So it's like our, fourth year, fifth year, and it has been a good time.
Definitely. Carnival is part of our culture in Trinidad and Tobago, and the girls learn about it in school as well. So it's great that the school gives them the opportunity to parade.
The children's carnival, although made by little ones, is as important and expected as the adult one. They may not know it, but they safeguard a beautiful tradition for the future when they will also teach other generations the values of carnival. Gladys Quesada, as special envoy from Port of Spain in Trinidad and Tobago.
And like this, we have come to the end of this Carnival Times, a show that brings to you all the details regarding these festivities and this rejoicing in our continent and in the Caribbean. I'm Gladys Quesada. Remember to follow us in our socials, and we are saying goodbye, but just for now.